Mr. Paul returned home from work around 6 p.m. and upon arrival, his wife was not around and he met the children. Upon entering the house, he got a funny smell and he was like, what was this smell? But after all, he ignored that, got into the room, changed his dresses, and he came back directly to the kitchen. He was very hungry. He wanted to eat. So when he entered the kitchen, he picked the gas lighter and immediately he lit it. Boom! An explosion pushed him across the kitchen wall. And there was a lot of screaming. The children were screaming. When the neighbors heard this sound, they all rushed to the house. Some brought in palm oil and they were trying to pour on him. Some were trying to pour flour on him. Some brought toothpaste. Some brought honey, and they were trying to do all sorts of applications on him. They were trying to help. But almost everything they were doing was making the injury rather worse. Burns are among one of the most common injuries that we see, and they can happen in a split second. When heat or fire touches your skin, it doesn't damage only the surface, it damages everything beneath. So think of it like this: you have a house and the roof. When the roof is damaged, everything beneath is affected. You notice germs can easily enter the skin because it has been exposed. Fluid or water can easily seep out of the skin because it has been exposed. And the deeper the burn, the more the damage to the skin. One thing people fail to understand is that the skin continues to burn even after the flame has gone away. That is why the first few minutes are so vital. The first thing is do as much as possible to stop the burning. Number one, stop the burning, and do that very fast. If the person's dresses are burning, stop them from running all around. The more they run, the more they are burning the flames. The more they are supplying the flame with oxygen, and it can even burn more. So don't encourage them to run. Rather, encourage them to drop on the floor and they roll. When they roll on the floor, they stop the burning. They stop the oxygen that promotes the burning. So when the flames are out, make sure that you put the person under running water, cool running water, and make sure that it runs for about 20 minutes. So these simple steps removes the heat from the body and it prevents further damage. This is one of the most effective first aid measures in a burn. Notice I said cold water. I didn't say ice. Unfortunately, many people use ice and they think ice is better because it's colder. No, ice will rather cause more damage to the already damaged skin by reducing the blood supply to that area. When you use ice, it reduces blood supply. That's not what you want in a burn. So cold running water and not ice. Toothpaste, palm oil, engine oil, flour will not help to heal a burn. Rather, they will stick to the skin and they will make it difficult for the health workers to clean the wound. If the person's cloth are stuck to the wound, don't pull. Pulling it may cause part of the flesh to leave the skin, and that will even cause the injury to be worse and increase infection. Just allow the dress on the skin and pour cold water. That's all. The health workers will better know how to remove the clothing themselves. So after pouring cold water on the wound, look for something and cover the wound. Protect the wound while carrying the victim to the hospital. It helps to prevent infections and excessive loss of fluid. Not every burn requires admission, but some burns should never be treated at home. If the burn is larger than the person's hand, if the burn has affected the face, if it has affected limbs, and if the person has breathed in smoke, if it has affected major joints in the body, if the person's skin has become white or black, you should take this person to the hospital immediately. They need keen attention from trained medical personnel. Many people survive the fire itself, but they can develop very serious complications due to what happened during the first 5 minutes of the burn. If there is one lesson, therefore, that I want you to remember at the end of today, it is this: the best first aid measure to fire burn is cold running water, not toothpaste, not engine oil, not flour, not palm oil. How you handle the first 20 minutes of a burn will determine how that burn will heal even for the next 20 years. If you have watched our video, thank you. Please do subscribe and turn on your notification buttons to be the first person to receive our next coming up videos.